We took Body Complete from 35k per month to 500k per month in 5 months. Okay, so today we're gonna be taking you on a behind the scenes video of how we actually create content. Usually we create content for brands and our clients, obviously. In this case, we're actually gonna film for our own agency to be able to attract the best quality clients. I'm just picking up Nathan, so I'm gonna throw the camera in his face when he gets in the car and we are gonna take you through a behind the scenes. First of all, we're gonna go grab some breakfast, plan the day, make sure that we actually have a plan of action, go over scripts, go over what else we need. We've got camera equipment in the back, in the boot as well. So yeah, just showing you what it actually looks like to create an ad and all of the work that goes into a very short 30-second video normally. We're here an hour early because I booked for the wrong time. So time to blitz through some work, get on with a bit of admin, just to show you guys as well what we're doing in the meantime and how we actually come up with some of these ideas before the shoot. So here we've got all of the different ideas that we're going to be filming today. What we found really helps is if we categorize all of these into different style of ads. So we've got whiteboard ads here, and then you'll see we've also got talking heads. Some of them need a script, some of them don't. If there is a script that's needed, we've got it linked. Basically, to get the most out of today's shoot, we just make sure we've got as much prepared as possible. So whether it's a script, if it's different angles, we want to film as much as we possibly can in the one day. What we're finding works for us at the moment is if we hook somebody into wanting to click on the ad through a case study, that's working very well right now. So we've got some of our best case studies as of recent. We've got Body Complete, for example. We took them from 35k per month to 500k per month in 5 months. That is an ad that's killing it right now. So we want to now recreate different versions of that and see how we get on. Here's the setup for today. Got Nate Dogg putting everything together. Camera, fake podcast mic, sunlight, teleprompter. And then we've got the whiteboard for clips later on. And then here's the view. Nice. Let's go, big day. Now, it took us a while to set everything up before filming. This process is always finicky and tedious, but it is absolutely worth it. We're testing the visuals, the audio, and most importantly, refining the teleprompter. Like Body Complete, a little bit too fast, tiny bit though. You slowed it down a bit. We had that meeting room for 4 hours, and we had 9 different ads to film, as well as the additional hook variation. So it was tight, but definitely enough time to give us what we need to make some killer video ads. We were debating on whether to hire an already set up podcast studio or do we just make our own, which we did in the end, and I'm pleased that we did because the clips have come out looking absolutely sick. Looking forward to seeing the finished clips once Rich, our wizard of an editor, has finished adding his sauce. Oh, nice one for that broski. Damn! We just finished the first round of ads, the podcast style ads. Let me just show you real quick. Just got the podcast set up. That's where I've been sat. That's the microphone. We've got the teleprompter through there. So we actually have the lens, and then what pops up for me is the text behind the screen. And it helps a lot, but it takes such intense concentration. Oh my God. Honestly, it looks so easy, but when you're actually doing it, even though you are technically, you're just reading and speaking to the camera, it is a lot. It's a lot of concentration, right? And then as soon as you get a thought that pops into your head, which is not you reading the teleprompter, it just completely throws you off. Like we had this door, we've had to put something behind it because it just keeps getting blown open by the wind. So yeah, that's how that's gone. But overall, happy with the clips. I think we'll get some good ads out of it. The next thing that we've got to do is film some whiteboard ads, which, let me just show you the whiteboard setup. It's probably not the best, to be honest. I was hoping for a bigger whiteboard, but we've got this. So I'm basically gonna speak, set the camera down, and then basically have an educational style of content, educational piece of content. I found a room just then when I went to the toilet that was empty, and they've got a much better whiteboard. So I'm gonna show you guys now what it looks like. If we film in there, it means that we've managed to sneak in without actually booking that room. Let me just show you what it looks like real quick. Okay, here we are. As you can see, that's a much better whiteboard. So I think maybe I'll try and get Nathan in here, set up the camera, see if we can film on there, or either one of those two. I didn't even notice that one. But if we can, great. If not, we're just gonna have to make do with the tiny whiteboard that we've got in the room that we actually booked. Yeah, just speaking quickly about like filming and being in front of camera and how that is as a process. Obviously this here in terms of vlogging, that's new to me, and it's weird to go through rooms like this, go through where everybody else is, and obviously have a camera in front of your face and a microphone. Yeah, it's not natural is the point. And even though I can do it, it's not easy to anybody that's thinking about doing it, especially if you're in the agency space. Let's say you're still sending out emails and calling people to be able to get clients. You need to be doing this, and you're gonna find it difficult, but just try and find a way to build up that energy, a bit like a sales call. If you've done sales calls before, you know that you need the energy before you jump into it, and over time you kind of just learn when you're in sales mode, you act a certain way, and it's the same with being in front of the camera. As soon as I'm in front of the camera and I've got a script and I'm creating an ad, I'm shouting, I'm louder, I sound a bit different, like my accent changes, I've noticed that as well, but fuck it. We took Body Complete from 35k per month to 500k per month in 5 months. Here's a breakdown of our top performing ad. So we're in this room. As you can see, we've got the 2 whiteboards and we were able to create the content. Bit of an awkward situation actually. There was a couple of people in here, but we had to kick them out and pretend that we had booked the room, but yeah, it's all good. We've got about 5 more minutes until our time is up and somebody else is in this meeting room, and we managed to get it all done. So yeah, good day of filming. Looking forward to getting the ads live. Honestly, I am absolutely knackered. How do you think I did, Nate Dogg?
Smashed it.
Yeah, so obviously the trust between e-com brands and marketing agencies right now is at an all-time low, and I get it, you know, just as much as anybody else, because that's what I started my career doing. I started out building and scaling my own e-commerce brands. The last brand that I actually sold, I got to 45k per month in around 4 or 5 months, all on my own, from learning on YouTube how to actually run ads. And my first thought at that point was, if I, you know, somebody learning off YouTube can get to a point where we've taken this from 0 to 45k per month, then surely, you know, I can hire an agency and they're just going to take me from here all the way to 450k per month. But that is just, that's not what happened. And obviously, as you know, I've now got this agency, and that came around because the first agency that I worked with, they took me from where we were, which was 45k per month, and we actually went backwards. We went to 35k per month, and every single time I'd ask questions, especially in that first, you know, 1 to 2 months, they'd say, well, this is all part of the testing period, which, to be honest, to some extent, I could kind of understand. You know, it made sense to me. But when we then started going backwards again in month 2 and then month 3, losing even more money, that's when I started to obviously put my foot down. It wasn't just the revenue, I was paying thousands on marketing agency retainers as well. And that's when I realized 2 things. Number 1, there's a lot of fucking bad marketing agencies out there. Number 2 is that actually I am pretty decent naturally at being able to scale brands through social media ads. And so that's why I started Ariri Marketing, and we have since built a relentless team, a ruthless team of killers, and we've been scaling e-com brands with the same proven frameworks. At this point, we spent well over $10 million on ads. We worked with brands like For Wellness. We took them from 20k per month to 200k per month, Body Complete from 50 to 500k, and yeah, just dropped Nathan off, and that wraps up a long day of filming. Wow. Knackered after that. Finished up in the car actually and got a few like driving clips which look really cool and pretty authentic as well. They don't look like ads. One of the best videos that we got was like a whiteboard video, all in one, perfect. Another big day tomorrow. We've got the team coming up to Manchester. We'll be getting more content, aligning everybody on the vision. Jack's going to be doing a presentation as well, Nathan as well, just sharing his learning. So looking forward to tomorrow, and I'm going to go and get some rest now. Peace.